Happy Wednesday. I've been thinking a lot today about perspective and perception and what's true and what we perceive to be true and how sometimes someone else's perception of what is true can seep into our lives and make us kind of second guess ourselves and we can kind of lose a little bit of joy about something just because of what someone says. And it makes me think of a story that I've told so many times ever since my son was a little boy. When he was about 2 or 3 years old, one of our favorite things to do was to jump in the car. We would drive to town and run errands, and then just the two of us would go to our favorite restaurant and we would have lunch together. And it was always so much fun. And he would order chicken fingers every time and lots of ketchup. And French fries, of course. Well, before the meal would come, he would go through baskets and baskets of chips and hot sauce. He loved that hot sauce. And I never said a word. I just let him go on. And he and I would eat this hot sauce and we would laugh and talk. And the restaurant knew to keep it coming because Adam loved his hot sauce. He never even flinched. He would call it ketchup and he wanted more of that ketchup. And so one day, a lady was sitting at another table and she had been watching him, and when she was finished with her meal she walked over to us and she started talking to Adam and said some very sweet things, and he just lit up and started laughing and chatting with her, and he was just the cutest thing. And right before she left she said, "Oh, and I cannot believe that you eat that hot sauce. That is hot. It burns my mouth. I can't eat it, but you've just been eating it and eating it and eating it. And I just can't believe that is hot." And so she winked and she patted me on the back and she walked away. And she didn't mean anything by it. She thought it was adorable. But when Adam heard that that ketchup he'd been eating with those chips was hot and that it burned her mouth, all of a sudden it burned his mouth. And the little look on his face was just horror. He looked at me like, "Mom, I can't believe you let me eat hot sauce. That burns my mouth." And he didn't want any more. He pushed it away and he was done. Now, thank goodness he's come back around because he's all grown up now, and still one of my favorite things to do is to stand around his kitchen and eat chips and salsa with him while we talk about stuff. So I'm glad it didn't stick. But I've told that story several times over the past few years, and it always makes me think about how aware I became at that moment when he was little to watch my words and to make sure that I didn't take any of his joy away, that I didn't push my opinion on him and let him make up his own mind. And unless he was going to be in danger, I just let him enjoy whatever he enjoyed. And I've tried to carry that through to my adult life, and also the other way around. If I perceive something as true and it's good to me and I enjoy it, but someone else gives me their thought on it and it might be a little uncomfortable or in a negative way, I still don't let it bother me. I don't let it take my joy. I don't let anything take my joy away. And I am grateful and I listen to it and I mull it over, but I still stick to what I believe is true no matter what. So I hope that helps you hold on to your joy no matter what, and stand strong in what you believe and what you perceive to be true, because that's all that really matters. Because who gets to say what's really true? Who gets to say what's real? It's our perspective and our perception of what's true as to whether we enjoy it or we change it. So enjoy it or change it, but do that on your own, not because of what someone else says or what they perceive to be their truth. So there you go. Hey, Juddy, I love you and I miss you, and I'll see you soon. Everyone else, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. It's only a couple of days away, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Go, Terry, go.